how to troubleshoot and program your Directv remote to your receiver and television fast. I will also show you how you can control all the receivers in your house with one signal. The first step is to make sure that your remote control is in good health. This is the reason why most people cannot program the remote control. Now you want to make sure that you don't have any cracks in the unit, and the reason is because if you have any cracks or your front may be cracked, that means that it's not going to communicate with the receiver or the TV, and that could be a problem. Now if you do have a crack, there's a way for us to test to see if it works, if the signal works. But before that, we got to check the buttons. We're going to test each button to make sure that it's actually connecting properly and sending a signal. Now a lot of times you will have a button that's not working, and as you're programming it, you realize that that button's not working. So when you enter the code, it's going to give you an error signal. Let's take a look at the buttons and test them. So here's the key to testing each button. When you push the button, you will see the light up. So we're going to move from the bottom up to the top. You're going to push the enter button, and you notice that there's a light that lights up. Then you're going to go ahead and push the 0 button. It's lighting up fine. The minus button. Then we're going to push the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're working fine. Now if you push it and the light doesn't turn on, that means the button's not working. Here we're gonna go ahead and push up, down, it's working, up, down, it's working. We're pushing the info, down, center, both buttons are working, exit. Oh, is this one working? There you go. I didn't push it quite right. Menu, guide, and then you have the on and off. Make sure you finish testing the top buttons in here. Your slider will not have a light. Perfect. A slightly low battery may make you think that your remote control is working, but it's not going to let you program it to the television, or it may give you some errors. So to keep it simple, you have a good battery. Whenever you push the button and let go, there's no additional blinking. It doesn't matter what remote you use. After you let go, you don't see any additional blinking. If you're getting value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, because this is not a sponsored video. Now you won't be able to program your remote control if you're getting this type of error with your battery. Now you know you have a low battery when you push the button, let go, and then it flicks twice. A low battery might let you change the channel or even program your remote to factory settings, but it won't let you set the settings for RF. There's just not enough juice in there. You have a completely bad battery that won't allow you to change the channel if you push the button and it flicks 5 times. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we go up to the unit with good batteries, it's actually working. Now we're going to get to step number 2. This is where we're going to program your remote to your receiver and your TV. But now you want to do one thing before we get started with this. You want to test if your remote turns off or on the unit. If your remote does not turn off or on the unit, I would replace the batteries, try it again. If that doesn't work, then we're going to have to reset the remote to factory setting. To reset your remote control, you want to go ahead and push the mute button and the select at the same time. You can use 2 hands and it'll make it easier. You hold it. Once you see it flash 1, 2, then you can let go. Now you're going to go ahead and push 9, 8, 1. And you look at the light. There you go. It flashed 4 times. Now it's ready. If you make an error when programming your Genie remote, let's say that you push, instead of 8, you push 5, you will see the arrow with the red light blinking. But just as before, if you get 4 blinking lights with any remote, you are good. Now you should be able to turn off and on your receiver. Your channel button up and down should be working as well. Now both remotes are going to work with your receiver. In order for both of these to work, you need to point them right at the receiver. If somebody stands in front of you, you won't be able to change the channel. But this little guy here, if you program it to RF, it means somebody can stand in front of you and you can still change the channel and control the volume on your TV. You can even change it from the room next to you. So let's go ahead and program this to RF, and then we'll program both to the TV. And notice this one lights up. That's really neat. I got this as a gift. It's pretty awesome. I have a video linked in the bottom in the description that it's a review, or if you're interested in getting it, there's also a link in the description. So let's go ahead and program it to RF. Get close to your receiver. I like to be just right in front of it. Now make sure that you hit that like button once it works. It helps this video get discovered by more people. You're gonna go ahead and push the mute button and the enter at the same time, and you're going to hold them. And what you're going to see is on your television, you're going to see the remote is ready for RF. Now I'm going to hustle for you because you're going to see something pretty crazy. Now your remote, if you get the program, make sure you hit the like button. But if you have not programmed your remote for your car garage in your car, if you haven't programmed this, I have a video that will get you to program that. And you can see me battling ants because I had an ant problem at one time. And I give you a review on ORTHO Home Defense. The link to those videos is in the description below. Let's program your remotes to the television. Select the menu. You're going to see the menu pop up. Use your arrow keys to scroll down to the settings portion. Use the same arrow keys to scroll over to the right side until you see remote control. Now push the select button. For the Genie remote menu, you will select pair program the remote. Select program remote for the RC. Select change TV for the Genie remote menu on top. For the RC, select TV. Both remotes will give you the same next menu. Now you're going to go ahead and select the letters of your TV brand. Mine is LG. Then you go ahead and select LG. Now let's do the code for the RX remote. And then we have LG. Now you have to enter the codes manually in here. At the top it gives you the different codes for you to try. Now to program that code in, you have to slide this over to TV. Now you're going to go ahead and push the mute and select button. And wait till it flashes twice. 1, 2. Now you can try your very first code, which is 12731. 12731. And when it blinks, it accepts it. Now you go ahead and try the volume, and it's working. If the volume doesn't work, you're going to try each one of the different codes. You want to go ahead and switch back to your Directv, okay? Because if you leave it on your TV, this will actually control some of the settings on your TV. If I put the volume up, you will see that it's controlling the Directv and your television, and the volume is going up. I gotta point it to the unit and click done. And now the Genie remote. If you don't know your code, you just go ahead and scroll down. You scroll to the side and select you don't know your code. It will go ahead and add a code to the remote. What you need to do is use your volume button. If it goes up and down, you can say it worked, and now you are all set. Now when you turn off the unit, your TV should turn off. If it doesn't turn off, you want to come back and find another code that will control your volume and your TV. Now for the television that you picked, if you go through all the codes and it's not working, you want to go into Google, and when you go into Google, you want to type the name of your television, for example like Toshiba, and type Toshiba Directv codes. It'll probably pull out a Directv page where it shows some codes. You will have to do a little of extra work and write down those codes that you find in forums or maybe at the manufacturer that says to program Directv, and then take the codes that Directv offers, or the ones that you've used, and mark off the ones that you have used, and then use the ones that are left, and you'll most likely find your code. If not, go ahead and contact your Directv technical support. If your remote is cracked or broken, you can always buy a remote. Again, I recommend this Backlit remote. This is an older remote. I actually bought this remote extra because I have several components and I wanted to have something where I could control all the components in one of my rooms. But definitely this remote is excellent. Oh, and one more thing about this remote control. Review link and link to buy this remote control in the description below. If you like what you watch, subscribe to the channel. I create videos to help you with how-tos and also with life strategies. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.